You are a fluffy flake of snow on a crystal clear window on a shivering cold afternoon with the fire burning in the oven. Yes, baby dolls, welcome back to Crypto's Juiciest News. Bitcoin is sitting around 63,000 American dollars. Is anybody even surprised anymore? We're waiting to see what's going to happen with the area. Friends, we've also got some big news. There's been a 9mm token launch on the exchange called PulseChain, which is an exchange of basically just degens going back and forth, which is pretty much what every chain is, friends. I was thinking about it the other day. I go, what is it? What is even a layer one chain anyway? It's just, people, it's like a city, right? But really, we're all just swapping stuff back and forth, right? Exchanging culture and memes and everything else. It's just allowing everything to be liquid so we can trade it all the time. Like, I'm just wondering, right, if you could walk around to people's homes or antique stores and you could just see a floating price everywhere, I wonder if people would buy them more because they would know, oh, well, how much is this and how much is that and what's this, right? But that's basically what's happening on these dexes, friends, because everything has a pairing with basically all the liquidity. So everything has a price. We just discovered prices for everything. I'm wondering what it would be like if you walked around and you saw humans out there. You could see the different prices of people out there, with the liquidity formula of Uniswap, friends, by the way. We might see this in the next 10 to 20, 30 years. It might even be so controversial because you could use basically the actuarial, like life tables and insurance payments. You can basically just calculate how much each person's worth based off like what their income is or what their growth rates are. I think it'd be very, very controversial. Imagine like you looked at people and you could see what they're worth based on some formulas and stuff, It'd probably like basically send society into a tailspin because we're so not used to that. We're used to seeing things, everything private, But this is the type of stuff that's coming in the future of crypto. Just like the internet, friends. I know, like right now, everyone's like, oh my gosh, you get to talk to everybody 24/7. You get to report and everything, and everyone's got their phone out there. So that's one of the like the side effects. I don't know if you really want it from Uniswap. It's basically discovering prices for things that you might not even want to know about. But today, we're just going to celebrate because the prices we want to see are meme coins and altcoins. That's what we actually care about. And friends, I've been watching Ethereum lately, and Ethereum has been doing a very, very poopy thing. You can even see it right in the PulseChain ETH ratio. PLS is down versus Ethereum. And friends, it's got a while to go, man. Like this thing has to go, just to go back to where it was at the beginning of this year. It's got a 2.6x to go basically against Ethereum. And then if you want to see, just to get back to a year ago's price, it's actually up here. It's got to do a 10x. 10x, man. That's just showing you how horrific the price action has been. Literally, Ethereum has to stay $3,000 and then PulseChain has to do a 10x. And all we've done is go back to May 2023, that launch high price. That's it. And now if we check out the ETH BTC chart, it is still bleeding in the poopy town, friends. There's also been a big update. Vitalik and everyone at Ethereum, they're releasing a new EIP upgrade. It's coming in, I think, in a few months. And I think someone said maybe early 2025. Maybe that's when it was coming. Oh, that's quite a while away, isn't it? And all that basically lets you do, it lets you pay gas in the token you're in. So it basically turns your wallet into a smart contract and they can keep adding features and stuff over time. Now, friends, I was always thinking, like, I think everyone's wallet needs like a gas tank where like it's separate. You pay gas from your gas tank just so you don't have to swap all your Ethereum or keep a bit in naturally. So all these little bells and whistles and things that we had over time. But if you're waiting for crypto to get to that stage, it's definitely too late. Okay, so these are the types of things happening. It'll also, this new feature for Ethereum, it also makes it a bit more dangerous because then you don't have to approve a transaction. You can do everything in one. So you just go literally one click and then bang. So it does make it more difficult to navigate crypto after that point because because things are so fast, right? It's so easy to lose your money in 2 seconds. One click, it's over. And it doesn't make you stop to think or anything, or really make you contemplate, oh, am I on the website that I should be? It's just, yeah, these are very, very dangerous things, friends. That's why it's going to be even more important to have like a public bathroom wallet, where I just call it the prostitute wallet. But, these types of things, friends, are very, very useful, especially helping you sleep at night. Because the amount of times you just sit here for a few months and then you wake up one day, someone's got a very, very terrible story where they clicked the wrong thing. Friends, if my friend Dilly, right, P-Dye Dilly, my friend in P-Dye, my friend Dilly, we saved him like 300 grand, literally, because I checked his wallet. He had PHEX taken out of it. And I checked his wallet. I'm like, how did you lose PHEX? And after spending hours, I ended up finding, as I checked his approvals and he had given like 12 random websites approval access to take PHEX out of his wallet. Now, this is the lucky thing. He was in his I think he might have been in the Pulse to PHEX liquidity pool, or he's in staking, one or the other. I forgot which ones, or maybe a bit of both. So they weren't directly, the PHEX token wasn't directly sitting in, not all of it. He only lost like 5 or 10%. So this is the sad part, right? He would have left it staking, fast forward 12 or 18 or 24 months, maybe PHEX at that point is like 20, 30 cents, who knows, or even higher. He would have unstaked it all, literally the millisecond it lands in his wallet, that Trojan website would have just taken everything because he given it approval. And that's the sad part. He would have unstaked it. Man, it's scary thinking about it, friends, because he would have had like 250, 300 grand insert into his wallet, and then that's it. It would have disappeared in 1 second. Imagine waiting the whole bull market, and in 1 second you lose everything. So if you want to avoid that, you have to go to Revoke.Cash. This is the website here, Revoke.Cash, friends, okay? Revoke.Cash. You go to you have to put in you go to connect wallet, go through your wallet and see what it's actually given access to. It's approval to basically transact on your wallet. You have to be careful though. You don't have to spend all the time in the world, friends. If you see 1inch or Uniswap Exchange, they're okay. Obviously, they're safe and vetted. It's just all these other ones, you're going to see ones that are unlisted. And it could be just like basic staking stuff or websites here and there, but better to be safe than sorry. I know there were people out there, you just have like that one key disastrous approval and it will just sit there the whole time and it's waiting for a token. You know, I still remember back in 2020, in DeFi season, there was a gentleman in the box mining Telegram, man. I never forget this. I feel so sorry for the guy. Friends, this guy, oh man, I'm telling you this story, man. I hope he's still around, but he basically, friends, he lost everything in 2017 in that bull market, ICO bull market. It went back down, and what he did is, all crypto crashed. He accumulated Ethereum. All right, he accumulated Ethereum, and Ethereum was like $200 back then, about 150, $200. I think he had about $30,000 of Ethereum. So if you just do that number, he had 150 ETH, friends. And unfortunately, he was on like this, it was the DeFi craze, and there's all these food token and stuff going on. He went to this one website, right? It's for like, it's kitty swap, you know, where it's like you earn kitty and kitty litter or whatever it is, right? Some cat themed one. And he basically, he gave it access so he could do the DeFi yield farming on it. So he was farming on there, but what he didn't know was the evil scum there, friends. This hurts hurts so much. The evil scum, out of all the midst of all the DeFi clicking, it gave itself approval to swap your Uni token. UNI. Remember Uniswap? Uni? Because Uni had just launched. Now, unfortunately, what he ended up doing was, you know, his ETH, he had 30,000 ETH, 150. I'm not kidding, friends. He literally converted all of it into Uni. And so this is so sad. He swapped all of it into Uni, trying to buy it for $2 for the bull market, and then it was just gone. That website had taken it. I felt so terrible just seeing that. I remember watching it in real time. I felt even bad. You know why, friends? Because he was asking for help, and remember, it was so new, and the friends, there was ruggers everywhere. I was asking him like, hey, are you faking it? Like, we didn't even know. I didn't know how to check wallets. Or just thought, are you just someone asking for money? Did this really happen? You know what I mean? I feel so terrible. Now, it was right before the bull market, friends. He lost 150 ETH, and it was like $200, $300. Oh, man, just thinking about that. That's literally September of 2020. It was literally right before. So you have to look at Revoke.Cash. Make sure you don't have any of these websites that have access to you. If you're not sure, just spend the money, friends. Don't worry about Ethereum's cost fees or whatever. Just spend the money to get rid of them so you can at least sleep safely. And of course, you have to use separate wallets, man. You have to use separate wallets. Look, losing your money in the bear market, friends, it's like it sucks, but it's okay. You can buy back dirt cheap prices. You can't afford to lose it now. You literally can't, okay? Because things are going to keep getting higher in value, higher in price, and they're going to be speeding up. Now, this is the total crypto market cap, friends, and I have right here, this is the others index, right? It's about 270 billion. It's actually crazy, right? 270 billion market cap for everything outside of the top 10. Just showing you that's where the real growth is going to be. Like, you can imagine that hitting 1 trillion one day. It's only like a 3 to 4x or even more. That's why we're all in those juicy, sexy altcoins. And now I want to give some time and attention, friends, to 9mm. So 9mm, friends, have launched their token, and it's obviously on PulseChain. I'm going to show you the chart. Right here, baby dolls. This is the chart. So I had this very launch. There was a lot of snipers on the launch. Now, it wasn't them. It was like these other people. I think one of them, friends, is actually the Atropa dev or some insider at Atropa. So they just code stuff just to basically, they're watching out for certain tickers. And as soon as something grabs liquidity, they get it and they just dump it on it. But it's pretty fair. Now, here's the thing, right? It's around 27 to 30 million market cap. And I just want to show you that. I'm not saying it's not going to grow. They're all going to grow. I'm just telling you, like, right now, it's not like it's a screaming, undervalued, underappreciated thing. And you can use different metrics out here. So, firstly, everybody got a big airdrop, and that's pretty good, right? But you've only received 1 out of 10 of it so far. So, congratulations to everyone there if you're providing liquidity. Friends, one of the tokens, remember HOAX, H-O-A-X, it got renamed to Pussy, P-U-S-S-Y. You received, like, an airdrop part of that. So, check your wallets. Go to dex.9mm.pro and then just type in 9mm and hope maybe you got something in there, right? And I think that's 1 out of 10 of the airdrop. So there's more to come later. So it's been very, very successful. Now, it's around 30 million market cap, and you got to ask yourself, all right, what is the competitive edge for this exchange? It's been out and been gaining volume, friends. I can even show you the chart. Look at this volume out here. Done 68 million volume pretty much last month, and now this is May so far. So, and on the left-hand side, you have the liquidity. So the liquidity has been rising over time. So that's really, really interesting, right? Even as PulseChain's price has been dropping, this liquidity has been rising, just showing you how popular it's getting. Now, it was the first Uni V3 fork, so it lets you do the single-side staking. It has lots of Tangang memes, very, very important. Okay, you have we have DickWifButt, all the liquidity, everything's on there. And they're launching, obviously, more memes. Everything pretty much just gets listed there. And it's cool, right? You also have 9inch on the other side, friends, the eggplant. So it's cool. There's HEXY Bastard City, you know, and then there's 9mm City. You want these type of different vibrant ecosystems to have different personalities, different types of approaches, different like partnerships. It's really, really cool to see these things play out. There's also a healthy NFT marketplace present. So these types of things, friends, at the start, it was very controversial because everyone was like, no, PulseX is the one and true only. But I remember even HEXY Bastard was saying on stream, he's like, there's a big gap in the market that Richard just can't cater towards. And that's all these meme coins. And everyone was laughing, friends. People were laughing a year ago at the thought of this. And I remember looking at it. Yeah, it makes complete sense. How is Richard? Because here's the thing, friends. You got to remember, HEXY Bastard copped a lot of flack. And he was a visionary front running that. Because people back then, most people watching it now, everyone thought PulseX is the one true answer and it's going to go up only. And what they were doing was they're living from the product market fit experiences of 2020 and 2021. What ends up happening? PulseX gets dumped to the poopy town. Like here, I'm sure you all know the chart price, friends. You know, you literally get dumped from day one sack down all the way 90%, and it's still down, right? It's still down like freaking 73%. So it pretty much got destroyed. But you gotta want to like, what's going on here? Okay, people bought too high. What does buying too high means? Well, for its product market fit, the price paid was way too high. Just a Uni V2 fork, that's all it is, pretty much, with Pancake, and it has these tiny little tweak features, but friends, that's not enough just to throw in some code here and there. So what advantage do these other exchanges have is they can basically just cater their services and their products to the meme coins, the vibrant community, people coming in. People don't want to buy these large cap things. And guess what, man? It works. Of course it works. That's the most important part. I mean, think about Solana, friends. Did Solana cater to big giant whales who want to come in and slosh stuff? No, man. They didn't care about that. Okay, they cater to just memes. They wanted a wallet that's super, super, super fast. Phantom wallet switches between anything, has everything accessed there. People just press a few buttons, really, really fast, and people can just trade around their memes, even though ultimately most of them get wrecked. But yes, that's pretty much what they're catering for, all those meme coin players. And that's what everyone's here for, man. You're here to be early to stuff, friends. All these VC projects that are launching, you're not early to anything. Like, unfortunately, for me and you, they're launching at like 1 billion, 5 billion fully diluted valuation. Where's the growth, man? You're meant to buy something at 100 million and then it finishes at like 5 billion. That's your 50x, friends. They're just starting at the 50x. Okay, now you're at a higher point and everybody just gets to dump on you, unfortunately. That's why when you see something like 9inch and 9mm exists, it's really, really good. So I've got all the stats here and something to think about, right? The valuation. Now I'm going to show you this. So 9mm has the same features pretty much, almost as 9inch and PulseX, where they take a bit of the fee and it's paying the liquidity providers a fee. There's also the buy and burn, but they also have this other routing part for it. It goes into PLS, and then if you stake it, you earn the PLS reward. So pretty much it just feeds everybody. That's pretty cool, right? Everyone just gets part of the exchange and all the growth over time. So it basically lets everybody really own the casino again even more. Now, this is like competitive edge information for you as well. Too Spooky, who's part of the Tang Gang, right? So friends, when I show you like DickWifButt and all these other beautiful charts, like right here, okay, this is a linear chart. Look at it, this is crazy, isn't it? If you change to the market cap chart, you just see this, right? This is not an accident. You see these charts just trending up. They're Tang Gang charts because they do fair launches. Everyone backs them, and there is no like big whale who's coming in and whale friends, sharks coming in to just front run and dump on everyone. Okay, that's like very, very greedy. You know, they could do that. They could do that, but they didn't. And it's working out very nicely for everyone. So I don't know if it's going to do this chart, but you'd expect Too Spooky, friends. He has a big part of the supply because he's contributed heaps to 9mm exchange. Remember, you got given an airdrop if you provide liquidity and the length of time you're there and all these, right? So you just think if Tang Gang people and Tang Gang mindset people are affiliated with 9mm, then you might see the same charts as HOA, you know, the hex orange address and everything, and DickWifButt. You might see that over time, like a nice, like lower volatility downside type of growth aspect. And this is something, friends, we're going to play some nice gentle angel music because this is actually spooky what I'm about to tell you. Okay. When 9-inch exchange launched, friends, I'm going to show you what it did. It went to exactly 70 million market cap. And this is the chart right here. Look at this, literally, friends, look. It went to 70 million market cap. So it launched, pumped up to 70 million market cap, and that was the top. Okay. What shocked me was if you look at 9mm token, friends, right here, it launched and it went to exactly 70 million market cap. That is crazy, isn't it? This was people rushing in, sniper bots. Bah! Explain that one for me. Well, maybe Metcalfe's Law, friends, is just approximating very nicely. Look at this. 9-inch, 20 million liquidity, and 9mm is about 12 million. Now, that was before their token was out. So now their token's out, they're closer. Isn't that crazy? It's about the same number of people. And they have both today have the same market cap, around 25 to 30 million-ish market cap for 9-inch and 9mm exchange. Crazy, right? And guess what? It's different people, completely different people. One of them is backed by like SolidX and HEXY Bastard and the influencers out there, and then there's Tang Gang on the other side. But it's probably the same amount of people. That's why, friends, it's good to see these things play out. And we actually have some sort of advantage by keeping track of these because we know, man, these guys, both of them, right, 9-inch, 9mm, they can move fast. If new meme coin and stuff and start to basically like require new services and products, whatever that means in meme coin land or altcoin land, from everybody participating. Now, another thing you probably want to think about is it cheap? Is it cheap, friends? So you have 27 million market cap. Now, when I say that there's a difference, right? Firstly, the market's always right? And the market's always wrong. The market's always right in terms of, okay, whatever everyone feels today, that's the price. That's it. And the market's always wrong as in like, well, you know, like, there are some like very basic assumptions you can make where you can just do the trajectory of growth and it should continue in the future. Okay, so that's why the market's really never static. It's just chaos, right? It's chaos. It's about how we feel today. And then people who are thinking about the future are always trying to price things in. And it's around, 27, 30 million market cap. I think it's worth owning as a step out. So how you should think about this is it's growing volume, strong, and you can think of it as like, okay, you have your core coins, so Pulse, PulseX, Hex. If you wanted to venture out of that, this is like the next step of risk. It's not like the extremes of like the meme coins. It isn't because it's like, it's bigger size and stuff. And it's got like utility events, you're getting paid and stuff. You're owning the casino, but it is a step out there. So it is worth definitely keeping track of. And the airdrop is still coming out, friends. I think the airdrop, you can still even earn it. I'm not sure. We have to double check that. But if you just provide liquidity and stuff over time, and you can even stake and do all these cool things out here, but it helps just to at least think about how you can deploy your Pulse in something where you're like, you know what, it makes sense. If Pulse and PulseX are going up, there's probably more meme coins going up, which probably means there's more volume on that exchange, on the lower exchanges as well. So, it's all basically one risk curve, and you can decide how you want to play that. I think it's worth owning, personally. I think it's worth owning. But, when it comes to these, 27 million market cap, I know a lot of you people, you probably want to add add stuff where you're like, hey, what's 10 million or what's 5 million or 2 million? But I think it's worth at least keeping stuff out here in these lower risk part, friends. You know why? What I've noticed is there's always shocks in the market to the downside, always. And what I've noticed is that there's always a time I will look at the markets and altcoins going down, and I'm like, man, that like kind of thick liquidity type of coin, it doesn't look so bad now, does it? Because it's not down as much. So I've always found myself saying that, and that's probably just a way to hedge yourself as well, because you never know, man. Friends, there's so many times where people just want to get in and get excited, but it's literally at the worst times, man. It's like literally the extremes of the ratios, and the ratio is going to pull back. Like any coin out there, they'll pull back like 30, 40%, and they'll go sideways for like 2 months. You know what I mean? So if you're in like lower risk stuff, I think it's important to at least just, you'll have an appreciation for it when you have like these downside surprises later on. Check this out as well, friends. MasterCard, JP Mosquito, Visa, Wells Fargo, and other top US banks are testing shared ledger technology for tokenized asset settlements. So this is pretty much, that's a chain link type of announcement. They just don't say it. That's pretty much what it is, friends. Tokenizing assets. They need an oracle. They feed stuff. And they eventually, once they just, it's like Lego pieces. They're all these private chain friends. It's all a bunch of BS. This is what basically Sergey, the Chainlink founder, basically said. So we're on public blockchains. We are like wild, wild west internet. Okay. And then all these banks are going to have their own ones. Because, of course, friends, if they send money to the wrong account, they can't just, hey, Fed, print us more money. They're not going to do that. They're just going to revert the transactions on the chain. So they're going to be on their own chains just for like data entry and management and all this other stuff out here. But eventually they have to talk to each other, and they have to get tokenized securities and assets, and you're going to need the oracles. And remember, oracles aren't just the price feeds, friends. There's so many other things out there. There's bridging between stuff here and there. And what's the future of crypto is, we hope, this is how it comes, right? See, we're the public blockchain. We are so big. We have all the network effect. The private blockchains, the banks have a lot of money. But eventually, they're going to be transacting in stuff where they need to come and play around in our public blockchain stuff. Like buying off Uniswap or Curve. Hey, this guy's got money and it's cheaper than this other bank rate. What can we do? And that type of behavior is what is sending our whole crypto industry northwards to the moon. $10 trillion plus. We also saw, friends, Donald Trump confirmed friendship with crypto. So it's been obviously big news. It's kind of funny. I was saying like 6 months ago, 12 months ago, I said, hey, Donald Trump's team, they're going to look at it. And if I was Donald Trump, I'd tell them, hey, just become pro crypto. You're literally going to get like 5 to 10% of the votes. That's it, straight away, swinging your way. It's actually going to force Joe Biden to do pro crypto stuff too, probably. And check this out, friends. I, of course, have my head here.
Sir, are you for or against crypto? What's that? What the? Get me off the stage. He's saying, get me off the stage. No, he has no idea. But
so, yes, it's going to be a pro crypto. This is what we want, man. This is what we want, friends. We want them to go for us. Like, there are other minorities of society where most of the political parties are like, should I do sweetener deals for these guys? Because I get all of them to vote because they're all motivated and passionate about this one thing. That's all of us in crypto, friends. All of us. I don't care what team you are, bro. That's it. Drop the taxes. I'm not even in America. Drop the taxes for the Americans. Pump the crypto bags, and we're going to be all right. Okay, let's go back to the golden days of 2017. Speaking about the golden days as well, friends. I mean, it's very possible DickWifButt right now, DWB, and all these other beautiful meme coins, we could be in the early stages of we're in their golden times here and there. I know it's very controversial, man. I know people don't get it. Friends, who on earth is coming into crypto to buy $800 million fully diluted or like $2 billion, $5 billion projects when they all have the same exit target, which is retail money? Who's going to go buy them? I'm going to ask you this. Why are you going to go buy this token that you, friends, all these projects, you don't need their token. You don't need it at all. You already know that. Their governance token, it's all a bunch of BS. Oh, wow, you get inflation or staking from this layer 2 chain. No one cares about you, bro. We know you don't need your token at all. We know you drop 99% in a bear market. We know your tech gets outdated and you old age over time. Retail, we are just the plebs, the people. We know this. We have learned this over multiple cycles. So that's why all these VCs obviously having an issue getting rid of all their tokens. Who's buying them? They're all doing the dump only thing. That's why the people, friends, we're like, you know what? You guys build tech, we build culture. That's what culture, friends, is meme coins. That's pretty much what it's come down to. And we might find at the very, very end there'll be more meme coin indexes and more of these large VC type of companies that start going, hey, we like meme coins too. Oh man, friends, that will be the most golden top signal. Will we just like, like Pepsi or Coca-Cola or like a really old ancient business that's been operating for 100 years, maybe they just sell leather shoes and belts or something. They go, meme coins are the future, yay! And they likes to some like really cringe-worthy meme coin. We're like, all right, that's it, it's over. Party's over. I hope we get there, friends. This happened with NFTs. And this was, friends, when it was completely over. Look at this. The NFTs. Look at Facebook Meta. This is going to look great in the metaverse. You know it, friend. Welcome brand, friend. Wag me. Thanks, friend. Wag me. You can see this, friends. This is like completely, like there's too many commas and capital letters. And it's just so perfect. That was when we just knew it was over. By the way, that's how I knew. I was looking at it. I was like, bro, there's no way. There's no way this is not the end for... There is no way this isn't the end for NFTs after seeing that. Man, what a time, what a time. That's why it's just, I really, really hope when we finally get those ancient people in to come in and be like, hey, cool kids, I'm definitely one of the cool people like you. Man, I hope that comes out. Also want to show you this, right? Inevitability, friends. The US dollar is slowly losing dominance. So you can see the US dollar, friends, see this green part? The green part's going down. It's going down over time. It's showing you they're going to have to print money. That's it. How do you make up for the gap? Effectively, friends, what this chart's showing you, this US dollar global forex reserves, see when it's going down. When America could like raid more countries and, do more wars and just basically the cannons were more fierce, they forced countries, you have to hold the US dollar. You have to have a bid for our poopy currency they would keep printing. That's everybody in the world, okay? But as this slowly drops over time, the world's becoming more spread out because of all the tech, just everything else, how everything's going, right? As we see more and more of this, the chances of a big money printing event become more obvious, more clear, because I have to make up for the gap somewhere because they're running out of money fast. I'm hoping, man, that's going to give us a big crypto pump. So, a pump for our bags and a pump for our friendship. Make sure you like, subscribe, catch you soon.